think that is the conversation that we need to have. And that is what is to be at the back of the mind of policy makers when they are making policy towards payment of taxation. So they are supposed to bear that in mind and ensure that businesses pay tax, but they are not overburdened. We know that government needs revenue. That is not in doubt. But it is not about pushing everything to businesses. It's about measuring what you are pushing to businesses to take. And it is very clear, the feedback is that it's too much, and we need to do something about it. And that will come through engagement and then possible revision. And sometimes, Madam said COVID is still with us. What makes COVID still with us? Because there is a policy statement all over the world. COVID is over. I believe that through engagement, you could explain to people that we are still keeping that on the books of taxation because we needed the money. We were in difficulty. So in that case, you are engaging with the people. The people appreciate that, you can't take this task for the next 2 years because that is the sacrifice they want to continue to make. But if you make it as if, all of us don't know the World Health Organization position on COVID, and what we go when we travel, what is about COVID, we know about that. So I think the right thing ought to be done. If you think that the task should be maintained, engage the people, give it a different name, or maintain the name and appeal to the people, give it a sunset clause for which, if that time is over, you can take it off. Then, my gentleman, you asked of digitalization, taxation. I believe the last year I presented a paper on that. And my position is that, anywhere there is a viable economic activity, it attracts taxes. So I will not be against taxes related to digital economy. But the digital economy tax should be progressive and not to answer today's physical challenges. So if you want to make it 1%, and then progressively, that is accommodating of the economy system we are. But if you slap it, all of a sudden, huge rate, that would be a problem. So that was my position concerning digital tax. Now, we have done a lot of things to formalize, but I'm not in the ministry with you. And I don't know the kind of attention or commitment towards some of the reforms. You started with the tin. We don't know where we are with the tin. Then we have told ourselves that we can formalize the economy through national identification system. We have had national identification card, and in some countries that we have visited and stayed, national identification card is collected from the tax office, and they are able to use the national identification card or number to tie to some data to be able to identifying the economic activity. And they also try to bring on board an enhanced form of cashless economy system. It is only then that you will be able to get all those people we are calling to be on board, a mason, a house help, etc. So if you are paying through a payment system, it is able to be tracked if we configure the system very well. So we need to go back to the relevance of the national identification system. Now we see the national identification card as more of election tool or identification of persons who are citizens of Ghana, creating chaos. So we need to look at those things.